Right guys, I've got the Striker Mark 1 back in its place on the bench. I just want to show you something as regards to output power with the linear that I'm using, which is one of these 703 linears, 500 watt linear. By the way, you're living in cloud cuckoo land if you think you're going to wrench 500 watts out of one of those things. Right, so I've got this Striker set up on 15 watts output, so you can see the power meter there. Look, audio check, audio check, audio check. So I'm not really going any more there. You can see I'm peaking. Look, audio, 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 and the meter, audio, 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 audio is about 15 watts, which is about bang on. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that 15 watts into this this linear. So we'll just go again with that. Check one, check one, check one, check one. 15 whiskies into a 703. Right, let's just flick this switch over here. So we've got it on high reading, and we're going to put the 15 watts into the 703. So if we can get them both in. Check audio, check audio, check audio. Hang on, I've done something wrong. What have I done wrong? Oh yeah, I see. I've not switched the linear on, have I? Oh, okay, the linear's on now. Look, see the green light there? Yeah, we all make these stupid mistakes. Right, so check audio, check audio, check audio, and there you have it. Look, about 4 watts of reflection. SWR about a 1-2 point something, negligible. But 406 whiskies. That 406. Take the reference off of 4 watts. Return, and the linear is probably kicking out about 402 whiskies. So that's about right. A lot of people try to rinse these, rinse these 703s by putting every watt they can into them, but you only need about 15 watts to get about the maximum out of the linear. It's not going to do much more than 400 watts, and anyone else that's ever used a 703 will tell you the same. If you can put 30-35 watts into one of those 703s, and you're still only going to get around 400 whiskies out of it. So what you're basically doing by putting more wattage into the 703 is you're basically frying your output transistors that are in the linear, and it's not going to last 5 minutes. You only need 15 watts. Your voice may peak at a little more than that, maybe 16, 17. But the proof's here. 15 watts from the Striker into the 703 produces, round about 400 watts. Check audio, check audio, check audio, check audio, check audio, check audio. There you have it, guys. 15 watts into a 703. There's a 703, look, keyed up. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check audio, check audio, check audio, check audio, check audio. So there you have it, guys. So yeah, no one's going to see the difference either, guys, between 100, 150 to 400 watts on a signal meter at the other end. You might get a couple of needles widths, and your voice might be a bit louder. But to make a massive difference, with power, it takes an awful lot of wattage, and the chart in this video will explain that to you. So yeah, I'm just saying, guys, when you run these linears, because it says 500 watts on the box, doesn't necessarily mean to say that you're going to get 500 watts out of it, because it's just not going to work that way. Audio check, audio check. check audio, check audio, check audio, check audio. Yeah, so, you don't need to put, 35 watts into one of these. If you did, you'd still only get 400 or thereabout watts. And, no one's going to notice the difference between a small amount of wattage or even a large amount of wattage when, you're talking to somebody 5,000 kilometers away. And this is like a big misconception in radio where people think that, a big linear, gives you a great whopping signal. It doesn't do that. It really doesn't. All signals are relative. That's what you've got to understand about radio signals on your meter. They're all relative. And if you don't understand what relative means, you need to research it. And, it's a big subject. It is a really big subject when you say to somebody, all signals are relative. It needs to be researched by by stations out there so they understand how power works and how signals work on a signal meter. So, as I say, 15 watts from the striker into the 703 will give you 400. You can put 35 watts from the striker into the 703 and you're still only going to get 400. All those extra watts that you're putting in there, that extra 10-15 watts that you're putting into the 703, all it's doing is frying your outputs. You'd be silly to spend a lot of money on one of these linears, to have it blow up on you, because you're just overfeeding it. So check audio, check audio, check audio, check audio, check audio. There you go, guys. 406 watts. Like I say, I could up this striker to 30 watts and 35 watts even, and the linear will still give you the same amount of wattage. Don't be fooled by what people tell you. This is I'm showing you exactly how it works right here. So you can either listen to your mate that's been in radio for a little over 2 months and knows everything, or you can actually take it from somebody that's had 48 years experience on the radio. And I'm telling you now, you don't need to feed these linears at maximum input wattage to get the same out. So 15 watts in, and it'll run your linear sweet as sweet can be.